I think I have said before that I absolutely love DIYs. I love being creative and doing like homemade stuff, and I just really enjoy that creative part where you can see you actually make something, like the before and after pictures you see online. I truly enjoy that part. Last time we were creative, we made decor. It should have been like household items. We made mugs, like Sharpie or marker mugs, and they were supposed to be drinkable, but they are not, so they are simply decor now. That's what we made the last time. Today, though, we are going into another department, and that is the clothing department. This is actually kind of a thrift flip, I guess is what they call it, because I bought this shirt at a thrift store, and I wanted to do something to kind of make it my own. And what I did was to take my dear spirit animal and put it on it. That means pandas, and I love it. Like, first off, why pandas? I already said they are kind of my spirit animal. They are cute and fluffy and clumsy, and they are docile, and I just find them really endearing. So I wanted something with pandas on, and I have been looking online if I could find some clothing that was just already made, but I didn't really find anything that seemed nice and not tacky or too much. So I decided I want to make something myself. And that's kind of what I chose to do with this shirt. Actually, it's the one I have on right now, but I will show you, like, until I've showed you what I did. For what you will need, I will put it up on the screen too so you can see it, but you will need a plain white t-shirt, you'll need a needle, black thread, green thread, a pair of scissors, an embroidery frame, and some paper and a pen, so that you can kind of sketch the outline. If you don't want to sketch the outline but you still want to use this panda that I made, you can go to my blog post instead. I should have a picture that you can just copy, I guess, and just take it from there. You can also find inspiration online. There is so much that you can possibly find on the internet. But that is what you will need. So we will go into the instructions. Before I even started doing pretty much anything, I had to figure out where I wanted the Panda to be. So I took my shirt on and I kind of measured where on the shirt that I would like it to be, and about how big. So I took my embroidery frame after I figured that out, and I kind of clipped it on, or I did clip it on the shirt to stretch out the fabric, so when we start embroidering it's much easier to do. And then we could start kind of sketching the actual panda, because now we can see where it's supposed to sit and how much space it could take. So I went with my paper and my pen, and I kind of drew out how I wanted it to be, and it took quite a few tries until I really was happy with it. And I ended up not just doing the panda but also a stick of bamboo, I guess it's called, just to kind of show that it is a panda, and just to have it with, I thought it looked more alive that way, so I chose to do it so. For sketching the actual panda on the shirt, I am lucky this shirt is white, so I could just put my paper underneath and then sketch with a pencil. But if you don't have that, you might have to do it another way. I don't really know how that's how you're supposed to do that if you're just going to freehand it again, but I simply sketched it by putting the paper underneath and then drawing on top of it. So for the actual process of embroidering the panda, I put my black needle in my thread, and then I started by sketching the outline, or doing the outline with a back stitch. I think that's what it's called. That's like when you go forward and then backwards to kind of get everything. But that is what I did to get the whole outline, and when I was done with the outlines, then I went back and I filled in the arm, the eye, or the ear, just with the normal also stitch. I think that's pretty much the same, but I just dragged it all the way through. And when I had cut off my thread, I was done with the Panda, I went for the bamboo, and this was much easier because there wasn't as much to do. So I threaded the needle with green, and I did a backstitch again just for like the outline of the bamboo stick. And then I was actually done. I just sat back and I admired my work, and I really like how it turned out. I'll just show you. I do have it on, you can see almost here if I go back a little. Like, it is super cute. I enjoy how it looks. If I step a little more, perhaps it's easier. Where you can kind of see, I have like a lot of sun coming in right now, so it's pretty hard to see in the white. But it looks super cute, and it's really just like a little panda with a little bamboo stick. When you get up close, it looks a bit ragged, but that doesn't really matter to me. I find it super cute. I love it, and I'm happy I could finally have like a actual piece of clothing that I made myself that looked good and looks like I want it to be, and that does have a panda on it. So it was really enjoyable for me to do. It didn't take much time, and it was just really calming to just sit and do this. I really want to do some more embroidering because I feel like it's really kind of zen to do. Nonetheless, I like the shirt. I like how it turned out, and I hope you did too. I hope you enjoyed I guess it isn't a tutorial. It's kind of just to show what you can do if you want to, and if you like have that creative outlet in your body, then what you can do with it. If there's anything else you would like me to kind of DIY or homemake or look at, like in this creative department, then you can tell me in the comments down below. I would love to know, and I would also love to know what your spirit animal is. Since you already know mine is a panda, then I'm just curious, honestly. If you liked the video, you should give it a thumbs up. You can also choose to subscribe to stay for future videos, or ring the bell, then you get notified whenever I upload. And all of those are free, so you can just go do it right now if you want to. And I just hope you all have a happy life, one day at a time.